Brad Biggs and Rich Campbell, the Chicago Tribune, here at Soldier Field after the Bears' 34-28 victory over the Eagles. Some things that they're going to need to clean up before Thursday night against Jacksonville. 14 penalties for 103 yards. Totally unacceptable. What did Coach Mark Trestman call it after the game?
He said the red flag were the yellow flags.
Yeah, well, that's...
What a wordsmith he
is. That's pretty sharp. That was a problem. I didn't think the Bears ran the ball effectively against the Eagles. Philly runs a 34 front. The Bears better get used to it. They're going to see enough of them during the season. And, Rich, the linebackers, maybe as a whole, didn't play real well either. What was your take on that position?
Yeah, we talked to Shea McClellan and John Bostic in the week leading up to the game, and they both talked about the importance of reading keys and making sure they were on top of pass assignments. And yet we saw Mark Sanchez and Nick Foles beating the Bears with intermediate routes, with linebackers either not being deep enough in their drops or being nearby, not blanketing a man that was nearby. These are things they're going to have to clean up, and this is a big sticking point with these linebackers, especially young ones like Bostic, who's going to play the nickel, going to be asked to do a lot of pass defending, and then Shea McClellan, of course, who is trying to fight for a roster spot.
I mean, but it looks like right now he's in position to start in the base unit.
Right.
We'll see where that goes. One of the disappointing things, I think, had to be that they did not get a look at Chris Williams, the speedster from the CFL in the return game. They started out with Eric Weems. I don't know why they didn't try to work Williams in there a little bit sooner. Ended up with a mild hamstring pull on a 77-yard touchdown grab from Jimmy Clausen. I think that's a little disappointing that they weren't able to get a look at him, because you can't tell on that stuff in practice real well.
Right, and you want to talk about disappointing. Zoom out on special teams. 102-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, a blocked field goal, and a muffed punt. Michael Spurlock and Michael Ford collided and put the ball on the ground. That can never happen.
Yeah, that wasn't Spurlock's fault. Ford needed to know where the ball was, and he needed to get the heck out of the way. And some penalties, I think, in the special teams area as well. So that needs to be cleaned up. They've got something to work on before the Jaguars come in here on Thursday. So we'll see what shakes out in Bourbonnais this coming week. For Rich Campbell, I'm Brad Biggs. Check back at ChicagoTribune.com for more news.